wanted to just kind of go over something. I've had a lot of people ask about a particular bass line that I wrote like 100 years ago, and I'm the world's worst teacher and how to explain things, but I'm going to do my best to try to explain. It's a Kyle Level and Tommy Hatcher, Kenny Earl, and myself had a band back in the 90s called Uncle Sam, and it was a bit of a funk rock band, if you will, and we just wrote all this stuff around riffs and stuff like bands used to do. And this bass line I came up with when I was a teenager, and I just never did. It was just like a sound check thing that I would always play at sound check. I just never did anything with it, and we eventually made it into a song, and we played it at all the shows that we had back in the 90s around Nashville. And I wanted to explain to you how to get the sound, and I cannot take credit for how the distinction of the sound, because I honestly ripped it off from Mark King of Level 42, and you'll hear that clearly when I try to explain this. But anyway, the song was called Magical Place, and you can do it with a 2 pickup bass, like that's the P and the J together, and the line goes like this. But listen to the distinction that you get if you do it with just mostly the back pickup, because that's what really makes it sound great. It really articulates the notes, makes them bark a little more. You'll immediately hear the difference, so check it out. And then the verse, as it comes into the verse, it goes. In a nutshell, that's kind of it. And how I don't even know how I stumbled onto that. I actually heard that in my head in the middle of the night. And at the time, I was still staying at my mom and dad's in North Carolina, and I had a 1966 jazz bass that I always had in a stand by my bed, and a little, like one of those mini cassette recorders where I would, when an idea came to me and I could actually figure it out, I would wind up recording it so that I wouldn't forget it. But how I did it is just, it's in E. So it's a lot of ghost notes and fake stuff, but rhythmically that's what it does. It's like. So that's kind of it, and I, like I said, I really can't take credit for that. The sound. It's just a back pickup sound like Jocko used to use, and but Mark King was a very, very early hero for me, and I stole a lot of stuff from Mark. So that's kind of where that style came from. And apologize for my rusty playing. I haven't played that in eons, and I'm playing primarily P basses out with the Artemis Pyle Band, so my style has kind of changed a little bit over the last few years. But thanks for watching, and thanks to my son Isaiah for shooting this video for me.
Bye guys.